Hello, how are you? Today is Tuesday, and I'm Nancy Yonner with Love to List and Keller Williams Realty, coming to you from the heart of my home, my kitchen, where I love to come in and share sometimes a little real estate, a little health, and a little bit of home with you. Hi, Mom. Today I'm going to be sharing some information, some market data, national and local, and then it'll be annual, and then some monthly locally, and then some thoughts that I have about finishing out the year and heading into 2024. Hey, Deb. And so I'm going to share a little real estate with you today. I'm also going to show a little health tip. It's a little medicine that I came across that I want to share with you. And then I'm also going to share with you a local business that I think that you might enjoy. So before I get into the real estate, let me share with you this medicine. And what it is, I actually have had a pretty bad case of either poison oak or poison ivy. My legs look just terrible. But anyways, this is called Tecnu Extreme. Oh, hey, Terry. And a dear friend, a client of mine, actually, we just put her house under contract. Very exciting. I've worked with her since, I don't know, it was when I was with my other company. So it had to be before 2007. Anyhow, we've worked together for multiple times. She just recommended this to me. And, I had to use the pink stuff to kind of help stop the itching. But what this does, it says it removes the poison oils that cause rash and itching, helps stop spreading the oil. Oh, hey, Sally. It's so good to see you. I see Cameron's with you, so that's fun. Anyways, you put this on while you're in the shower, and the reason why it's so good is it has this like gritty stuff in it, and it really takes out those oils that make it spread. So I'm so glad to have come across this product. So if you know of anybody that has poison oak or ivy, this is the product to get. And by the way, it does come with a 100% guarantee. So there you go. So in terms of real estate, I follow the National Association of Realtors website. I follow our local Dulles Association Real Estate, and then Gary Keller, who owns Keller Williams, and Brian Buffini, who has almost 40 years of coaching realtors from all over the United States and Canada. So he's a wealth of information and has a lot of experts that he taps into. So first I'm going to start out by the annual report. Now the annual report was for 2022 because we don't get it right away. A couple of interesting things that it's going to tie into some of my own personal thoughts about what I see and whatnot. So in terms of nationally in 2022, the 12% of the characteristics of the homes, 12% was new construction, 88% resale, which is interesting. Out of the homes purchased in 2022, I found this statistic really interesting. 79% was detached single-family home. I would have thought with all the condos and the townhomes and the multi-purpose buildings and things like that, that it would have been more of that than single-family homes. So I thought that was really interesting. Now, this next statistic, Sally, actually, you can attest to this. This is a very important statistic, is that the median distance, between the home that a home buyer purchased from where they moved from, the median was 50 miles. And the reason why this is so significant, because it goes to something else I wanted to talk with you about. And that is, once they started watching that statistic, from 2018 to 2021, the median distance was 15 miles, okay? So what that is telling me is people are moving out of their local counties, their local market. They're not moving up. They're not selling and buying. They're selling and leaving. Now, so that's an important statistic. The other thing is, the first-time home buyer is at an all-time low in 2022, which makes sense when the interest rates and the home prices have gone up. So that is at 26%, which is down from 34%. I think that's gonna kick back up though. There's a couple reasons why. So, it's interesting because Sally, you're one of the people, I looked at my own list of people that I've helped sell in the last 2 years. And, they've moved to Florida, they've moved to North Carolina, they've moved to West Virginia, they've moved to Maryland, they've moved to Southern Virginia. I've had a lot of people move out to Warrenton and Winchester. So they're moving from Sterling and Leesburg and going farther out. And a lot of that has to do with affordability and or lifestyle. So I thought all of that was very interesting. Oh, and 14% of the market in 2022, which is something else I'm going to talk to you about, is was 14% was multi-generational homes, which I'm pulling up my computer to give you the local stats I have here. And then I'll get into some of my personal thoughts and information. So all of that I thought was interesting. Oh, and the average time people are staying in their home, again, a very key factor of what's going on with our supply, is 13 years. Okay, I've been in my home 20 years. Oh, Vicki, how you doing? See, you're another good example. You moved farther out, you moved out of the county. So anyways, in terms of our local market, and this is a year over year, like I have May, so the Dulles Association of Realtors, last May compared to this May, because we don't have June yet, sales is down 29%. New listings is down 34%. The active listings down 25%. And so, the volume of millions of dollars that have sold is down 25%. So, but what is up is the sales price, which makes sense. If all of these numbers are down, less listings, less sales, it's going to drive the prices up. So it's good news for sellers, right? So that's what's happened in our local market. So basically, this does come down to basic supply and demand. And I'll share a couple of things, why I think this is happening. Number one, people are staying in their homes longer. I just said that, 13 years. And the reasons why, a couple reasons, is they can't afford to upsize, right? So they're staying in their home. And particularly right now, people don't want to give up their 2.9, their 3.3, 4.2 interest rate. They really want to keep that interest rate, so they're staying put, because if they upsize, even if they downsize, they're getting a higher mortgage, so with the interest rate. So, and then of course the home prices are getting expensive. So again, I'm just with my own clientele, I'm seeing more people move out of the area versus in the area. I do want to say though that everyone that I follow feel like the end of 24, we're going to start to see all these people that have been staying in their homes. And we have markets where people are starting to retire a lot earlier than they used to. We have people that have been in their homes for 20 years like me, and I'm thinking about selling because do my next thing. So we have a lot of people that have been in their homes, so they're going to be putting their homes on the market. People who want to downsize, have less space, it's going to be a real driver in the marketplace. People are retiring earlier. Also, that multi-generational home, when people have multi-generational homes, usually two people are selling, right? So that's going to increase, and we're going to see inventory because more people are buying multi-generational, so we're going to see these people sell their homes. So you have more retirement, more downsizing, more multi-generational purchasing, which you get the sales side on that. So that market is going to be a big part of our market in the next, 6 months to the next couple of years and more. So, but basically we're still going to have, everyone feels we're going to still have a supply demand, and it's going to be a strong seller's market. Now to the buyers, let me tell you something. I know the interest rates are going up. So this is what you have to do as a buyer. You have to look at what you're buying differently. You're probably going to have to rethink your checklist of what you like or the location that you want. You're going to have to adjust, because if you adjust your features, if you adjust your price or location, or your location or features, it'll affect the price. And so then you won't have to, even though it's a higher interest rate, you won't be spending as much, so it's more palatable. So that is what you need to do as a home buyer. You also, if you see a house that sits, and there are houses that sit, if you see something sitting for 20 days, the average days on the market in Loudon right now is 13. So if you see it sitting for 20, 25 days, then that's a great time to negotiate some closing costs or some points to help buy down your rate. And then also you have to kind of just rethink it. And I said this last week, you have to rent your interest rate. So just know that it's temporary. Vicki, I know, you just went through this, and this isn't going to be a forever rate. So everyone is thinking that the rates are going to be coming down by year end, certainly 2024. So you can always refinance, you can get a buy down, you can reconsider the type of home that you want, maybe buy a townhome instead of a single family. So there are ways to maneuver when the interest rates start scooching up like that. So everyone feels that we're not going to have a crash because it's basic supply and demand. So that's real estate. I hope you found that helpful. Again, Dallas Association of Realtors, they have all these resources online, National Association of Realtors, all kinds of graphs if you're that type of person, want to really dig into the info. Real quick, I want to share with you this amazing business that we got to work with this owner. Her name is Angela Rabina, and we had a really fun flower arranging workshop at my home for my clients and friends over the weekend. And her company name is called Blooms, the number 2 and the letter U.net. And she's local. Now, you may not want to have a flower workshop. However, if you live here locally, she will design and deliver flowers for you. And she is a beautiful designer, lovely person, love to support local. So I really recommend, oh, hey, Sally. I love my Sallys. I got 2 Sallys. And anyways, Sally, we were actually talking about a lot of people are leaving the area and moving out of Loudoun County for a variety of reasons. And I know you experienced that. And, so anyways, so I love this company, bloomstoyou.net, Angela Rabina, and that's what I have today. A little bit of tip for poison oak and ivy, which I've experienced the last 2 weeks, a little bit of real estate, which I reviewed with you, and local business. All right. Now, next week, I will be with family, so I won't see you next week. I won't see you until August 1st. Hard to believe, August 1st. And usually the first week of the month, I like to do a little demo in the kitchen, and I'll be in my mother's heart of her home in her kitchen and bringing to you a little demo from her kitchen on August 1st. And I love August. It's my birthday month. So 59 and I feel fine. Okay? Anyways, I hope you all are having a wonderful summer, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a few weeks. And as always, in the meantime, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling. Okay? All right. Talk soon. Bye-bye.